Yeah, I saw it. Stream. Live chat. Awesome. Tweet.
Use this one for it.
And let's get into some chats.
Alrighty. So, I already. Oh yeah. So, right before the stream, you were talking about how like you charge people too little, and then mine comes along where you charge me $50 and I pay $75.
Yeah, how the hell did that happen?
Because I paid fully upfront to incentivize you to get it done on time, and then as a thank you, I paid 50% extra.
Boy, I should really be thanking you. You're raising the bar.
Nobody's in the chat right now, but this is the real way to do it. You don't ask for friends and family discount. You pay more to friends and family because you know how hard they work on it. Hello, Charles, and you're right. You are first. First to the SmackDown.
Yeah, you ready to get your ass beat?
No, that's going to be me for the first sparring session after I move down there. Because I'm going to have sneakers, and you're just going to be like, it's kicking time.
Hey, sorry, guys.
Hey, Bronny.
Hey, Bronny, how'd it go?
Alright.
Before we get started, I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of sarsaparilla. Kansas City Authentic.
Yeah. We had a pretty busy day today, didn't we, Heather?
Yeah. Look at my Wild Bills mug. I got that.
About it.
Oh yeah, I'll tell the whole chat about the great day I've had after we get some people in here and we decide what yarn I'm using.
Out there?
Hey, what?
Just have it.
Something about sarsaparilla.
Yeah, you guys have sarsaparilla down there?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. We got it down at the hardware store. Have you looked in like a big grocery store? Right? Like if not something like a well shoot, they might have it at something like a Walmart, but I don't know what like the northern equivalent of Publix would be, or if Publix is up there where you're at.
You can get a lot of specialty soda at Whole Foods.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
Actually, yesterday, all buses in my state are free. So
nice.
Yeah, I actually meant to walk into the nearest city to stop over at Walmart for a bit, but I didn't end up doing it.
That's good.
I'm off till Thursday, so plenty of time.
So guys,
along.
Because that's how I was scheduled.
But you were saying, Heather?
I was gonna ask everybody in the chat and people in the call right now, what shade of purple most looks like Twilight Sparkle's coat? I got this one, we'll call it 3. We have this one, call it 2, and this one, call it 1.
Those are all blue.
Bronny, I know you're trying to upset me, but
I mean, you might need to get the color calibration on your monitor checked.
Yeah, he's been having this problem all day. He thinks, like, let me show you this. He was getting me with this week. What color is this tail, Emerald? Tell me what color it is.
It looks like it's got some light brown towards where your hand is. The center looks to be like dark brown, and the tip is white.
All right,
it doesn't appear to be reflecting some sort of blue or purple. All
right, you're pissing me off because this is black.
Everybody, you're the only one who thinks it's black.
No, I asked Brandon and I asked Louie. They both think it's black. It's black. It's black. I can see if you saw gray in it. There's definitely gray in it, but it's black.
Okay, hold still real quick. I'm gonna move my Discord video feed between my monitors, and I'm gonna see if that changes anything. So main monitor, that looks like me. That one looks brown to me, and huh.
Now look at it.
Well, something to keep in mind: all three of us have different cells in our eyes. So
I'm getting pissed off at you, Charlie. You're saying it looks freaking. It's
And if you can't just have this many people tell you you're wrong.
false. Agree
well,
with
here's
you.
the thing: female color vision is different from male color vision. So what we need is to get some females in the chat so that they can confirm or deny the coloration of it.
You know what? I'm gonna make a Twitter poll right fucking now. A picture of this tail.
Davis thought that was a cat.
That's not a cat. It is a tail.
That night.
It's not knife.
Ah, frick, my desk is too crowded. I need to clean my room.
Oh, hey, Bronny, I need to know something.
Hey, what's up?
So if you were to upgrade your PC case, how big would you make it?
I reasonable size. Like the whole reason I have the one that I have now is because I want it as small as possible.
All right. So if you were to suddenly come into possession of a full-size regular ATX motherboard, you would want to be as small as possible while still being able to fit in the motherboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
The reason
any additional parts that we're putting in it, of course.
Yeah.
All right, I've just.
That would be the depth, though. It's just the height and length that are determined by the motherboard itself.
All right, then why are you asking?
Because I have had an interesting development in the Nightmare PC build saga. It turns out my motherboard that I bought. No.
Oh my god.
The motherboard that died on me, turns out it's not dead. I'm just a moron.
Oh, that's no good. What happened?
Well, basically, when it, quote, died, unquote, I hooked up the power button wrong, or when I was testing it, I didn't hold the power contacts for long enough. But yesterday, on a whim, I took all the hardware out of my current system and threw it into that motherboard, and it booted up just fine.
Alrighty then.
So, I am going to be utilizing that motherboard, because I already bought a pretty expensive add-on to it. And I will, once again, have a spare motherboard.
You know, honestly,
Oh.
out of these three colors, I think this one might be too light. So I think it's really between these two right here.
Twilight has a pretty light coat, doesn't she?
In comparison to the rest of her body, because if you think about it, her mane is very dark, so it's gonna make her coat look very pale in comparison.
I would have just
Yeah.
called her purple.
You know-
Like I never would have like assigned a type of purple to her.
She's many shades of purple.
What about lavender?
Okay, pick one.
Lavender is
3.
That's too light. Chat, please.
Yeah, the thing, guys, don't say Twilight is lavender when Bronny is around Firebrand, because he'll develop a serious case of seeing red unicorn syndrome.
Oh my god. Anyways, we're doing this one because y'all can't act right.
Oh, is that the only reason?
Well, I think it's the best combination because it's like the medium. Because I thought that third one was too light, and the first one was kind of too much dark. I think this was like the the one in the middle.
Yeah, see, I made the mistake of lotioning up my hands at this exact moment, so they're too greasy to use my keyboard. But once I have my hands dry, I'm going to find a picture of bald Twilight Sparkles so that we don't have her mane to contrast against her coat color, so we can get an accurate look at what her coat color is.
Honestly, any of them could have worked, I suppose. I feel like the one that's a big bundle is a little too light. But, I don't know. I give up. Anyway. So, guys, today we're doing the pattern that I've been so excited about. We're crocheting a butt. It's going to be Twilight's butt. I'm very excited, and I hope you are too. How y'all doing tonight? I'm doing
I am not in the
pretty
least
great.
bit-
Deal with it. Drinking sarsaparilla tonight. You can thank Brony Debate for that. The Brony Man.
Nobody's called me by my name since 2013.
Oh, we have to call you Brony Debates on Twitter, like your handle sometimes.
Yep.
All right.
Brony debates.
Brony Debates. If someone wants to see my kazoo, you can see my kazoo. It's good, sir. There's my golden kazoo. You can see my very giant kazoo over there. Very many kazoos.
You know what? I feel like we'd have a pretty bad time if you pulled out your big kazoo.
Oh yeah, you would. Saving that for special occasions. All right, notes about this pattern.
I think I know what you, or I think you know what I want you to play on that after I said it.
That was my guess. I'm hoping.
Yep.
I'm hoping.
Oh, look what time it is.
10:11. It's 10:11.
No, it's that meme where Sans looks at his watch and every position on the clock just says bad.
Oh no. I'll see that.
It's
Anyways,
bad time.
okay, back to the badonkadonk pattern. Now, this pattern, I'm going to give credit now because this isn't my original design. This is called the badonkadonk pattern. It is by Little Lady Crochets. You can find her on Etsy and purchase the pattern yourself if you ever feel like doing it. Or she does sell the, pillows itself. They come in a variety of sizes. We're doing the little one, the littlest one we can do first off, because we're not going to start big. That'd be too much. But we're going to start with the smaller pattern, and I'm going to read some off the notes here. She has an Instagram, Etsy, and TikTok. The Instagram is under Madeline Hernandez. The Etsy is Little Lady Crochets. It's Little Lady Crochets on TikTok as well. So go ahead, give her a follow. She sells this Etsy pattern for like about $6. This pattern is worked from the bottom up. You will be working your legs separately and then joining them together. That's nice. This pattern is worked in continuous rounds. Use the stitch marker on the first stitch of each round to keep track at the beginning of each round. That's good to know. Oh, good. I have a marker right here I can use. I usually just use a spare piece of yarn for that. Gauge. Crochet 7 rows with 8 single crochets equals 4 inches by 4 inches. Check gauge and use your preferred size hook to obtain the correct gauge. If your crochet glue go down a hook size to prevent large holes in between stitches. That's a good tip. That's a good tip. The sizes should be 14 inches by 16 inches. Legs. All right. That's good. We're going to make 2 legs and put them together. So I do apologize if I get a little quiet during this stream. It is a new pattern and I have to read it. And she's using some abbreviations already. I don't know what MR stands for. Magic ring. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Let's get her done. Oh, increase 7 times. You got it.
I'm over here enjoying some of the really nice food that Heather does. It's like peppermint. And it's even better with honey.
Yeah, it's caffeine free, as is this sarsaparilla.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd like to fall
Oh, but I
asleep.
see one of us is caffeinated tonight.
Yeah. As I was explaining to Emerald before this, caffeine works very well on me. Last week, I went out with Bronny to like Target, went to a Starbucks and had a caramel macchiato, which is a caffeinated beverage, if you didn't know that. And I had it at like 6 p.m. and after my stream, it was like midnight. I could not sleep until like 7 a.m. the next morning. And that was after Bronny had to give me melatonin. That's how well that shit worked. I know I just can't have it later in the day. It's like purely a morning thing I'm gonna have to do caffeine with. And it's super easy to put me to sleep too. Like you can wake me up and keep me awake or put me to sleep super easy. What the hell's up with that? I'm so malleable.
I'm jealous. I am extremely jealous.
How much melatonin do you take?
You could, Bronny gets 2. You could probably get me down with like 1.
Yeah, I gave her 2 that time. I gave her 2 last week because she
Two as in
had
like 2 tablets or capsules or whatever?
yeah, it was 20 milligrams in total, which is a lot.
What?
But I felt it might have been needed, you know, given the circumstance.
Yeah, and he had to
I
use-
think I've mentioned this before. Whenever I do melatonin, I do 50.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, sometimes I think I might need to up it. But
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
want to
I
chance it
recommend
too
that.
much.
I heard from one of my friends that he tried it one time and it gave him really weird dreams. I
Yep,
cannot confirm or
that.
deny that.
It can definitely do that for you.
Yep. Because this past week, I know I had one night where I took it and I had a really weird dream, but I had another night where I didn't take it and I also had a really weird dream.
Well, the melatonin is the sleep chemical that your brain produces. So things like that are gonna have effect on other parts of your brain, especially those that involve dreaming.
Yep. So before I say what I'm about to say, I know what I'm about to say is really stupid. I am not going to do it, and I would not advise that anyone does do it. But I am halfway tempted to take 100 milligrams and see what the heck I dream of.
Bro,
Yeah, you'll be dreaming for eternity.
Probably not.
does that count as suicide if it's like technically like I mean, you shouldn't take that many, but you want to see just what happens when you die?
I think it would count as accidental suicide.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Kind of like when people die from autoerotic asphyxiation. They didn't mean to die; they just screwed up.
Sometimes literally.
In unrelated news, Trent Jerome says I might not be in heaven because I have family here to celebrate my birthday.
Happy birthday, Trent.
Feliz cumpleaños.
I know what that means.
Good job, honey.
So you watched Dora?
No.
I did watch Dora. I did watch Dora the Explorer.
Yeah, my sister was only 2 years younger than me, so we basically watched the same things. It generally was what she wanted to watch.
That's
Right.
nice.
To be fair, we both have very similar tastes, though. So when it wasn't something like Dora, it was like Fairly Odd Parents or Little Einsteins or something like that.
I liked Fairly Odd Parents.
It was good until it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was never good, and then it got worse.
Hush, you don't know what you're talking about.
I know everything.
No, you don't.
Yes, it is.
No, you
You
don't.
know nothing.
You're a fool.
Nothing, Jon Snow.
I'm already thinking immediately that I might need a smaller needle because there does seem to be some gaps. But this is an experimental piece, so we'll see. Or at least thicker yarn. That might be it.
Aaron says coffee puts me to sleep.
I could see that.
I hear that's a thing with some people. Like, it has the opposite effect it's supposed to.
Yeah, you get too high of a caffeine tolerance, and then eventually there's not enough influx of caffeine to counteract all of the melatonin, if it's not melatonin, whatever it is that slaps through the receptors. So caffeine just makes the hormone rush to the receptors and go to sleep.
That's interesting.
Which is probably the track I'm on, considering that on prep days I drink like 8 cups of coffee worth of caffeine in about 6 hours.
You gotta chill out.
Yeah, I know I've mentioned this before too, but put like 8 scoops of Gamer Sups in a amount of water that's supposed to be for 2.
Bruh. I know, I kind of like that I don't have to, like, drink it anymore. Because, like, to even it out, I had to put it in such a tall glass of water. So, like, and I only have a few minutes before, like, when I'm done getting ready to drink that. I have to, like, chug the whole thing in, like, half a minute. I hated doing that.
Mm. Amazon is irritating me right now.
What are you looking for on Amazon?
The motherboard, I guess I'll call it the zombie motherboard since it's come back from the dead. It does not have integrated Wi-Fi like my current motherboard has. So I need to get a Wi-Fi card. However, the Wi-Fi card that the internet suggests is meant for laptops. Good news, it'll fit. Bad news, I need to get the antenna separately. So turns out there's 2 antenna standards, and I keep finding cables for the wrong one.
It's frustrating.
Speaking of cables and whatnot, hey, Bronny, do you have a satellite on the roof that doesn't do anything because you don't have cable or satellite TV anymore?
Yes. And
I
use of the desktop.
Yep, I know about that one. I just I didn't see one on top of your roof, so I asked before I continued with this. I found an interesting article that you could turn that satellite into a Wi-Fi antenna that you could point at the pool to get better Wi-Fi service outside.
I think I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna start over because I can very clearly see that this pattern is gonna have gaps in it if I keep continuing like this. So I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna use a different needle of a smaller size because it's too big. I think I'm allowed to make that call.
Oh, that should be fine. You just gotta put the lighter purple in between those holes.
Nah, that'll look sloppy. I've done stuff like that before. It won't look good.
I know. Listen.
Let's see. We were at J. What's a good needle? C, D, E, F, G, H. You know what? Let's try G. We'll try G. And I'll do a bit of it and see how it looks. Oh, that's too small. I also, when I use different needles, I have to use things in here to put the ergonomic handle on them. Always pay attention to your wrists, people. Alright, let's try with this.
Alright, so Eric, I would need to know what you're looking for a SATA card expansion thing for. Where is the antenna? Phew. SATA internal drive, but no slots to put it in. Wait. So you're looking on Amazon for a SATA expansion card. You have a single SATA internal drive and what you found is a 16 slot card. Okay, first off, for your use case, I would suggest finding one with less slots, unless you plan to massively expand your hard drive / SSD storage in the future. And second, can you send me the link to that card? Because that might be super useful for a project I plan in the future.
I'll try to make these stitches tighter. Tight is typically good to seal up gaps. It just makes the stitches you create a little harder to work with. But I'm experienced. I'm sure I can do it.
Either or works.
Heather, with honey, this tea is really.
It's good to know, honey. I'm glad you like it. That was an anniversary present, wasn't it?
Yep. So, Emerald, what did you do today?
I helped my friend's relative with his computer. It was having a lot of issues, not the least of which was it looked like it was cable managed by a drunk monkey. So I helped him fix it, and he is going to pay me $100 for it. The only reason he hasn't paid immediately is because he has not been paid.
This is too thick, too.
That sounds like a pain in the neck.
In some aspect it was, especially because there was an issue with the motherboard LEDs that I could not figure out. But in other ways, it's nice to work on a computer that is not yours.
Yeah, I suppose, especially with all the issues you've been having.
Yeah, and especially because his computer was a lot simpler than mine. So I didn't need nearly as many wires. Speaking of a lot simpler, does anyone want to loan me $800 so I can water cool my computer?
Oh, God.
Sorry, bud.
I'm not asking either of you to do it. I'm going to be paying you guys in about 3 months.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out.
Yep.
Heather, what else did we do today?
We did a lot today, chat. We did a lot. So.
Yes, we went down to the hardware store and got that. What else did we get? The sodas. What else did we get?
After that, Ronnie took us out of the Ace Hardware store after looking at screws. And he was like, you know what, Heather? How about some boba tea? And I'm like, boba tea? Are we near my boba tea shop? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, oh. And we did. And I got a strawberry milk tea. And then Bronny was like, so, do you want to drink your tea here? Or would you like to go pick out a movie? And I was just like, a movie? Where? And he was like, at a movie theater. And I was like, and he took me to the movie theater, and there weren't movies we'd want to watch. But then there was a soap store across the street. And I was like, soap? And he took me to the soap store. And I got...
Yeah, he's got a weird fascination with soap.
I got like 20 bars of soap.
Like clothes at the soap store.
You could buy freaking laundry detergent at the soap store, but I guess that's more expected, isn't it?
Perhaps. So
Yes.
what about the soap store?
I snorted everything. Like it's interesting to watch you go through a soap store because I literally will just go everywhere, pick up the sample soap, bring it right up to my face, and start sniffing it like, just picking up all the smells.
Mm.
It's hilarious, I'm sure, for everyone else.
Yeah, we spent like between the two of us, because she got some stuff and I got some stuff for her. But between the two of us, we spent like 120 bucks.
And then when I get out there, the numbers are going to get even worse.
Are you gonna get me soap?
Oh no, anything you give us is definitely going like into towards the frickin' the multiple repairs we need to do around this place.
No. I mean, like, if we all go on a shopping trip together, there'll be like the 50 or the 60 or so bucks Heather spent, 60 or so bucks you spent, and then the 60 or so bucks I spent.
Oh jeez, are you weirdly into soap too?
No.
You will be once I'm
I'm
done
really
with you.
into electronics. So, like, you said you started the trip at Ace Hardware, you'd catch me drooling over the electrical outlets.
I won't pretend to get it, but if that's your soap. Would you say your sense of smell is good, Emerald?
What'd you say?
Would you say your sense of smell is good?
When it works.
When it works, it works. We're gonna take you into that soap
Yes,
store.
I am like nosebleed. Soap stores are a little overwhelming for me. But yeah, I am noseblind like 50% of the time. It's weird.
I smelled everything when I went in there. I just smelled the whole store. It was kind of like a punch in the face. And then Heather kept putting stuff up to my face. It's like, here, smell this. And I'm like, I can't smell it.
Nah, it was a different answer every time. It was just like, I can't smell it. Or like it switched up. I can't smell it. I could kind of smell it. I can't smell it. I can smell it. I can't smell it. I sort of smell it. It was like that.
Would you say that the aura when you walked into the store was like a buck to the face?
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. If you're green.
Or if you're promoting, for any of you in chat who haven't, go check out Brody's channel.
I'm pretty sure literally everyone in chat.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, I'm pretty sure everyone in chat was there first.
I don't know. I met Aaron on a different YouTuber's Discord server, so he might have found out about your channel before Bronze.
That's really hard to say. You'd have to see. Oh, Aaron Davis says, I don't think I was. It's hard to say.
Yeah, there's a very good chance that anyone being dragged here from my Discord servers found you before they found Bron.
Yeah. Well, that's nice to know. I guess I have like over 1,000 subscribers, so some of them had to come here on their own. Statistically speaking, I suppose.
Gosh fucking darn it, I keep forgetting to set up the stream alerts.
Did I remember to send out that tweet?
What tweet?
Yes, you did.
I did? Okay, good. I'm just thinking about it. It's like, did I click the button? I remember typing it. If you notice, chat, I'm using the Wild Bill's mug that was sold, I think, at the last BronyCon? I think it was the last one. Or the second to the last one. They had Wild Bills there a lot. I love
remember what year it was.
I cannot. You know, I think it would say it on here. No, it just has like the mascot doing a cartwheel or something.
Is there a copyright date stamped on the bottom?
Nope. Wild Bills established 2002. Nah, does not say. I really love Wild Bills. That place got me hooked on Wild Bills. I follow them on Instagram now, and I really want to order their stuff. Though stuff you get at Ace Hardware almost was good.
I have to step away for a minute, but I'm going to have my headphones on so I can still listen to the conversation.
Okay, so this hook seems to be doing okay. There are some gaps, but they are very small. Maybe if I just crochet a little tighter, that would be fine. So I'm going to go a bit further. I believe, was this an F hook? Pretty sure. So let's keep going with that and see how it goes. But let me count up how much I'm at. Yep, that's 21. It's always exciting to try a new pattern, but like it's funny how similar patterns can be because I'm still doing that shit where like to start a round you increase, you double every stitch first, then you do a regular stitch, then double it the next one over and over again. I'm just really used to that format. It seems it just translates to everything. I'm used to the method. But let's keep it tight.
Oh, that's good.
Keep it tight.
And I cannot believe we're freaking doing butts now.
Gotta go strike it where it's hot, Brian.
And look at how focused it is.
Aren't you intrigued? Aren't I so fascinating to watch?
Yep.
So Aaron found out
You know,
about...
the funny thing about the butts is that wasn't even the breast option available.
He's right. But I didn't like the booby pattern. I didn't dig it.
Angel of Steve wants to know how your April Fool's Day was.
It was kick-ass. Someone brought Krispy Kreme to work. The prank was that I was gaining weight. Joke's on them. I weighed 170 this morning. Well, that morning. Who knows how much I weigh now. A lot can happen in a day. Don't even joke like that. I swear to God, if I
just aged 20 pounds quickly, I would see a doctor.
I would too. I don't even want to get down to how that bad before. I know there's going to be relapses here and there. That's just bound to happen with weight loss stuff. But God, I don't want to get to that place again. Not after we've come this far. I used to be 195 and we're at 170, guys. That's like how many freaking pounds? Like, oh, Emerald, do the math. Thank you. That's 25 pounds. That's not on my body anymore. Come on. We gotta lose like 20 more. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. There's teeny gaps, but if I do it really tight, sure, it's fine. I could try with an even smaller needle. But I don't know about that. I don't know. It somewhat bothers me. Should I start over again?
You would know sooner than I would, Heather.
Let's see. What do I...
Feels kind of early.
What?
Feels kind of early.
To start over again?
Yeah.
You know, let's just go down one more size. Because this is a really simple part of it. It's not that hard to start over. And I get it through pretty fast.
I would like to say a quick thank you to Aaron Davis for sending me that link. Turns out there is a 24 port Salem expansion card in that listing. So,
Holy hell.
yeah.
This is why we have friends with similar interests.
With deep enough pockets, I could build quite the 100 server.
What would you do with it?
Well, I could store all the raw footage for all of my videos just fine. Because how much room does this 5 terabyte drive have left on it? I currently have about 1.5 terabytes left.
Okay, that should tide you over for a little bit at least.
A little bit. The issue is my recordings keep getting higher quality and taking longer, and I'm gonna run out of that. I'm estimating by 2020.
Well, shoot, don't do that. If that was gonna happen to me, I would simply not do that. Rest in peace to everybody else. I'm just built different.
Here is a text proof. I didn't even until what? 16. Enough looking at that. Enough for the things I actually did.
Tell me what you
Wi-Fi.
they got those that just plug in the USB port.
They do, but that would take up the USB port, and I'm already losing a couple of those in this motherboard switch. So I have an internal slot dedicated for PCIe Wi-Fi. The issue is the recommended card does not have its own antenna or cables. So I have the card, I have the cable, now I just need to find the antenna.
Interesting.
And the bright side of doing a video like this is that the antenna can be as overkill and gamery as I want it to be.
Getting somewhere.
So have you guys had any more issues with the electricity since I've left?
No.
That's good.
Yeah, that got figured out.
Got a little bit of a leak in the ceiling in the laundry room, but that's gotten figured out too. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, we were thinking, Knife, are you peeing on the floor again? And she was like, no.
You know what? Of all the rooms in the house that could have a leak, I think the laundry room is least destructive.
Anywhere that has a leak is going to be destructive.
Well, yes, but that's why I said
obvious.
least destructive.
It's gonna no, it's just as destructive. It's gonna be the least obvious.
Would you like the leak over your computer?
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. The laundry room is designed to deal with a possible water leakage scenario for the washing machine. If it happened in somewhere like the living room directly over the couch, that'd be kind of a bigger problem.
Or over the projector?
That'd be a bad one.
Yeah, the leaks that we did have missed the projector by an inch. But Heather and I got we got our household chores done really early today, and then we finally organized the mantle where all of the game consoles and stuff is.
Oh, yeah.
You try out my power bars, Dustin?
No, we did not. I don't remember the power bar suggestion. I'm sorry.
Hanging the power strip from the TV screws that are already in the bricks so that you could get the extension cord back by having it be close to the ceiling so the plug would be.
I was not able to visualize that. So
All right.
maybe we'll try it when you get down here.
All right.
Yeah, this is looking better. That is better. Just gotta do it tight and use a very skinny needle.
This is a featured cool area.
I'm looking at HDMI switchers right now because eventually there's going to be more game consoles. We got the 360 for Xbox One and her Switch, and then the Chromecast and the cable that runs to the projector, right? So we got all that. And next, we got to get my Sega Genesis, my PlayStation down and hooked up there. So if you count all of that up, it's going to be 7. So I got a 7-port HDMI switcher I've got to get at some point in time. $60 is not too bad.
What kind of PlayStation?
Dude,
PS2. Okay.
yeah, I'm going to need RCA to what do you call it? RCA, the HDMI adapter.
Yes. How much would a good one of those?
$13.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that looks good.
I would need 2 of them. In fact, Emerald, could you double check for me? That Sega Genesis runs on our game. Because for some reason, my brain is telling me it's coax, but that feels.
Do you remember what model Genesis it is?
No.
Is it the one with the... Is it a big rectangle with a 16-bit displayed on the front of it?
No, it's a square.
Square. Okay. So I think that's the model. Okay, it does have RCA out for a special cable, so I hope you have that special cable line.
I'm sure it's fine.
Like on eBay or something.
Hopefully. Alright, so what was the list of all of your HDMI things again?
Chromecast, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, Nintendo Switch.
Alright, so the HDMIs are Chromecast, Switch, and the two Xboxes, correct?
Yes.
Alright. So the easiest way to do this without having this would put out the need for that other switch, since I saw you already have a 4-device switch down there already, was it?
3.
3. Okay. That throws a monkey wrench into my plan.
What were you
If
planning?
you had because if you had a 4-device switch, you do the Chromecast, the 360, and the Switch, and then the fourth HDMI input could be running from an RCA switch, which has the PS2 and the Genesis on it. And then all of that could be going to the HDMI in of the Xbox One, which then itself goes to the projector.
An interesting plan.
Thank you.
Actually, fun fact: the Xbox One is designed to have its HDMI port have universal inputs, which I learned when I went to Australia the second time. I brought my Switch dock with me, and I couldn't get it to work plugged straight into the TV, but going through an Xbox One allowed it to work.
That is interesting.
On an unrelated note, Honey Drop the Unicorn says I have an epic idea for chaos controllers. You could do Minecraft Origins because you basically get superpowers. Or some really epic and OP, and some are not, but it's fun.
I was planning on doing a Minecraft stream at some point when we were done with Undertale. I'm just thinking it out, like how it would work in my head. I don't know about Minecraft Origins, but I already have like Minecraft. I just gotta see who's, or if I'm gonna start my own server to use it. I don't know if I can stream and like host a server at the same time. I don't know if we can handle that. So there's some logistics.
I would not advise hosting the server on your own machine.
What about with like a Turnos or something?
Yeah, with a server service, that should be no problem.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably do something like that. But of course, we're gonna run logistics. Maybe do a test stream first. And I'll probably do it like when it looks like we're coming close to finishing Undertale. I think we're only like maybe midway through that.
I'd say about 2/3, but don't forget we're doing some grinding again.
Yeah, so maybe we'll start testing on that like in a couple weeks. Alright, now we're getting to the monotonous part, which is good. It's the 5 rows thing. And this is looking a lot better. Like, the thing you want to keep in mind when you crochet something, if you put your eye through it, I don't want to be able to see through it well enough that I could, like, read. And I sort of can with this, but it's not that bad. Like, it's not that apparent. If I brought it up, you'd really have to look. If I don't overstuff it, it should be fine. We'll see. So next time I do this, I'd probably do it with an even smaller needle. But yeah, this is probably meant just for, like, thicker yarn.
So it appears that Minecraft Origins is a mod that allows you to choose between regular human and 9 different starting classes.
Oh, cool. I mean, you ever go to those games where you can pick multiple races, like World of Warcraft, or like, the Elder Scrolls? Or some shit. Why would you ever pick to be a human being? You're already a human being in real life. Why would you be a human being again? Be a freaking Argonian. Argonians are awesome. Love those.
Well, the thing is, every single class here will have some great buffs. And they also have some not great debuffs.
That sucks.
So, like, there's one called Endearing. You can teleport. You can use Ender Pearls to teleport without having any, and you can reach farther. But you take damage from water, and you're scared of pumpkins.
Scared of pumpkins. So, like, if you're scared of pumpkins, what happens when you see one? Also, are Endermen afraid of
Don't make them
pumpkins?
sick.
Like, where's that?
Enderman hurt by what?
Are Endermen afraid of pumpkins or something? Where did the pumpkin shit come from?
I don't know why they're afraid of pumpkins, because I know with vanilla Minecraft, if you wear a pumpkin on your head, they just don't get angry when you stare at them.
That's weird. That's a weird disadvantage to have, I guess. Come across some pumpkins and you just have a freaking panic attack?
Seen people have panic attacks over less.
Yeah.
It's weird hearing him cough in the other room, but not hearing him on mic. I know he's just like turning it off or turning away from it, but it's weird.
That's the cool thing about having a mixer board. Is I can just very quickly adjust.
I'm gonna talk about this. Charles. Oh, he's going away. Charles B says, "Do you believe in our April Fool's pranks?" What do you mean believe? Like, I believe they happen. Like, do I do them? No, not often.
You know, on March 31st, I saw an article pop up in my Google News feed of just a bunch of different pranks you can pull. And one of them that I really want to try at some point is bring in a box of jelly or cream-filled or whatever donuts and leave them on the table with a sticky note on them saying April Fools, but you didn't mess with the donuts in any way, and you just want to be suspicious of them the entire time.
I'm gonna be that dumbass who's gonna take the risk.
What are we thinking about now, Pope?
Maybe that's why I was supposed to be doing not back loops, but full loops the entire time, because it looks like it's really coming together now. We'll have to see. I'm very fascinated with what I'm doing, Ronnie. Doing something very innovative.
I am currently still looking up Wi-Fi numbers.
I'm drinking sarsaparilla. Just ducking my head to the side because I don't like picking it up because there's a lot of condensation on the mug and it's making it stick to the coaster. And the coaster like falls off when I pick it up because I'm not paying attention. We gotta stretch our fingers though, guys. Stretch the fingies. Don't want no arthritis. We don't want to strain ourselves. If y'all were on Twitter or on my Discord server, you would see that I finished that mission for my buddy Brian, or Chuckley Fun, as he is called on Twitter. And it was very cute. It was I think it was Mei Yuko from Genshin Impact, if I remember the name correctly. It's very cute. Very fluffy.
I never remember her name. I just remember the Chinese girl with the singles.
It's like Yay Miku. I don't know. She turns into a fox sometimes and she's pink. Charles B says, "Where's Knife?" She's probably taking a nap in a cardboard box outside my room.
Yeah, it's your new favorite spot lately.
She destroyed like half the box.
It was already sort of destroyed before.
Yeah, we gotta get her a new box.
Mm-hmm.
She did not like when we put a sheet in there for her. Which was surprising to me. She likes sleeping on it when it's on our bed.
Yeah, it's weird.
Charles B says, does night scratching post in your house? Not exactly. She has a cat tree that she never uses, but like for, honing her claws, she likes to use the front door mat.
Our
Or
cat is concerned with using absolutely nothing in the way that it's supposed to be used.
yeah, that's what she.
You
Yeah,
Hey,
let's drop.
My Wi-Fi had dead time for a second.
Oh, we're all still here. Ugh. I can't wait to get into all my new soaps. Like soap.
it's gonna be a while. You've got a lot of soap. You've already had a lot of soap, and now you just bought more.
I had 3 bars, one that I'm currently using. Ooh, I can't wait to get in the ones I previously bought. One's supposed to smell like a campwood fire. So good. I love things that smell good.
Well, I see one solution to this problem. You'll just have to start cutting your bars of soap in half and giving me half of them so you can go through your half quicker so you can switch scents faster.
You just want free soap.
Maybe.
I am more than willing to pick out soap for you. More than willing. There were some that I smelled in there that I'd be like, I would like it if Brownie smelled like this. That's going to give you a type advantage, Emerald. When you start seeking a partner, if you ever wish to, smelling good, I gotta say, is probably the biggest turn on for most people.
Probably. My one issue that any bar soap other than Dove makes my skin feel sticky.
Really? I would encourage you to try, like, the handmade stuff. You know? Because I never not feel good. You gotta feel how soft I am. Like, come over here and touch me at some point. I'm really soft.
I would appreciate it if you did
It's
that.
not wearing my the implication shirt again.
You can touch my
Nobody can
face.
see you anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no, I'm so soft, bro.
It's still funny to me. Imagine Equestria scented soap. It would probably smell like a staple.
No way. Freaking not with the way ponies do things. They're gonna smell like sugar and shit. At least I know Pinkie Pie would.
I mean, the unicorns, maybe.
You can't tell me Pinkie spends all day in a
and Pinkie
bakery
Pie.
doesn't smell amazing. Now, Applejack would smell terrible. Rainbow Dash too. She doesn't seem.
Jack would smell. Rainbow would smell like horse sweat.
She would. She would definitely smell. She's definitely someone who smells like a gym bag. Maybe takes a shower 2 or 3 times a week, which I suppose is the requirement. But like, she's not using. Maybe she forgets to use deodorant. That
She
kind
doesn't take showers. She just flies through a rain cloud.
doesn't even shampoo. Disgusting.
Shower, bath, and sauna all in one.
Applejack does like that sauna.
Rare likes it a little too much.
Oh, Rarity. They all like it too much. I really don't get the appeal. I mean, maybe for like a couple minutes, but I wouldn't stay in
Well,
there for
Rarity
like that.
started to melt.
She did start to melt. You should have known at some point to get out. That's not good for you.
Charles says he bets the yaks smell terrible.
They probably smell like freaking brony convention. God, why is that a thing? Like, that's something that I keep far from my mind, but then when I think of cons and, like, you walk through, like, a crowded hall, it fucking smells like that. I think PSAs have been helping about, like, people just being like, hey, wash your ass, do the 3-2-1 rule. Like, 3 meals a day. Or, what was the rule? 2 meals a day?
No, 6-2-1.
6-2-1?
6 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
2 meals a day, 1 shower a day.
Yeah, the 6-2-1. I like that rule.
Of course, the problem is, no matter how much people adhere to the 6-2-1 rule, there are a lot of people, which means a lot of body heat, which means a lot of sweating.
Which means carry deodorant!
Oh yeah, that I agree with. I had a stick of deodorant. You know what? No, I didn't. I was gonna say I had a stick of deodorant in my camelback the entire time I was down visiting you guys, but it wasn't in my camelback. It was in my travel hygiene pouch.
Ah. Well, when you're at a con, carry some deodorant.
I have a stick of deodorant in my backpack the entire time.
All I'm saying, people, is if you want to be attractive to a person, someone like me, wear a mask and smell good. I didn't even mean to make that a COVID PSA. I just have fixations, okay? Don't judge me. This is my space.
No, it's not. MySpace is so.
I didn't say MySpace TM, Bronny. That's not my copyright. Oh, Charles B brings up something. Yes, talking about sweating, I bet Bronny's somber armor gets bad sweaty by the end of his ruined videos. Yes, you would not believe how he smells at the end of the day. I've been there, like peeling the armor and stuff off of him at the end of a long day. He is soaked to the freaking bone, and he smells awful. Like, you gotta throw him in a shower
It's
immediately.
pretty dang horrible.
He smells pretty bad. You also gotta keep him hydrated.
Yep. So I've actually been looking at polyurethane armor, and I've talked a little bit with my Discord server about this. But I was wondering, like, should I even do that? Because the steel is so iconic for me. And the polyurethane armor is definitely more expensive than the steel, but it would also be a lot easier to wear, and it would be safer. It might not look as good. It would be a lot easier to deal with. It's got pros and cons. And what I ended up deciding to do is to get the polyurethane armor. So that it's safer during conventions. Like if I ever feel like I have to, like if I'm ever going to do a LARP or do stage combat or something like that, it would probably be better for everybody else if I'm not covered in spikes.
Likely.
Probably. Are you still looking for feedback on which polyurethane armor to get?
Yeah.
All right.
There were two types. There was like the plain type that sort of looked like what I've got now, and then like this fancy embossed type. I'm trying to pull it back up so I can show the check.
Patreon yesterday at 6:28 p.m. Rest well.
Merlin Avalon says, "Hey Heather, it's Megan. It's been a long time."
Hey there. Sorry if I don't recall, but it's good to see you.
I remember Megan. Taker had a lot of problems sleeping when we take like 50 milligrams of melatonin.
You know, when I heard Megan, the first thing I thought of was Drake and Josh meme where Josh just goes, Megan.
Mm.
Drake and Josh was a good show.
Yeah, it was alright. It had a few jokes.
I certainly liked it. Oh, yeah, stretch my arms.
Bronny, did you find your posts yet?
No, I haven't really been looking. 1 second. Now I'm looking. Okay, yeah, they were very close up. So one of them is 3 links. I'm gonna post those into the chat now.
So, with the order you have the pictures after the words rest well, I would suggest 1, 4, and 5.
Okay, so you think I should get the Lost Purist, but the plain. Hold on, you said 4 and 5?
Wait a minute. Oh, you have the links in a different order for the pictures you posted afterwards.
Oh, okay, so 1 and 4 and 5. Okay, so you're saying plain purist and boss Georgia and Pulitzer. Bourget is the triangle looking
Yes.
thing.
Yes. The Paladin Gorget, the Negroli Pauldrons, and the Gothic Curious. If I said those wrong.
Yeah. So, I'm a little worried about mismatched styles there. Why do you think those combinations? Because I was gonna do like one set or the other set. So just tell me what you're thinking, so in case I'm like missing.
I'm thinking a plain centerpiece to contrast to the super fancy shoulders and collar. I remember I picked those, but I can't remember why. Because I actually did see it a couple days ago. I just have been so busy, I kept forgetting to actually respond in the chat room.
Mm-hmm. Heather suggested that I get the plain one because they might be easier to replace.
Yeah.
Possibly. I just know, like, the fancy ones definitely fit Sombra's character better.
Mm-hmm. It's a tough call.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll come down to price. Let me look at what these would cost to get.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm remembering my justification. Sombra seems like the type who would care about the aesthetics, but also have the primary functional piece be plain, so that should it ever get damaged in battle, he could quickly swap out.
I feel like Sombra as a character is a lot more comparing. Like everything he did was about his strategy and his planning ahead.
Yeah, like episode with it, like in the later seasons was really cool.
Yeah.
He just straight up.
I was gonna say,
took
season
over.
3 Sombra seems more about Flash than Dash.
He was dashing pretty quick.
There. Okay, so
Because, like, the bear fell, and he's just slowly coming forward in cloud form to envelop the town, and only when Cadence gets the strength back, put the berry up, he's like, okay, I gotta move.
I think that was more due to ability, not planning. Like if he got banished into that forum and then had to reform himself.
True.
Okay, so with the plane set, it comes out to $900.
Jesus.
Yeah, like I said, it's more expensive than the steel. Like the bracers,
Holy crap.
the bracers and the greaves. The bracers are 105 as opposed to my gauntlets, which were 60. My steel gauntlets, which were 60, and the polyurethane greaves are 150 as opposed to my steel greaves, which were 40. So if I took this up, let me put the let me put everything else in there. I'll put the embossed armors in there now.
Ooh. Sit when I crochet for long periods of time. I feel it in my pinkies more than anything.
Yeah,
It's the way you're holding your pinkies.
You're probably right, because I always need to stretch them out. Oh. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Oh yeah, Brownie took me to a Mexican restaurant today. I had some horchata and some chimneys.
hmm Okay, so with the embossed armor is 1236. So that's a pretty significant price jump. I'll show you guys two more links here. Actually, I'll Heather, what channel of should I actually I'll put them in KSP first.
Yeah. Armor
So
stuff, I don't really I should have a costuming channel or something like that on the Discord server. That'd be cool.
maybe
I don't know how often it'd be used. I'd probably put it in creative stuff, or maybe just cosplay stuff can just be under the jurisdiction of art show.
probably. So take a look at these bracers and greaves and tell me which set you think would look better with them. Or if I should still like mix and match.
I'm finished with the first leg.
Let's take a look at it.
Just one leg.
Hold it up to the camera.
Let me fasten it off. Take out this. This is like, it's not the full leg, obviously. Like, it's gonna be the butt cheeks and two little stubs of leg. So this is the first little leg. And it looks really good. It looks good. I just gotta keep it tight. And I think I was doing something a little wrong with the stitching at the beginning. So I think I know what to do. But yeah, this bottom leg's just maybe gonna show a little stuffing, but I don't think it's gonna be very noticeable. Let's start the other leg. This is exciting. I love doing new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially something silly like this. I love the material it looks like she's using in the pattern. I wish I could show the chat, but like it's like on the computer. I downloaded the pattern. She's using a very like a blanket yarn or something. She's making the big one in here.
Yeah, Spencer, you see that?
I do. Yes. Okay.
That's another thing.
Those-
I really wish somebody made polyurethane gauntlets, but nobody does.
So it appears that those would probably go best with the what were they get? The Paladin breastplate, gorget, and the Grawling Pauldrons.
Okay, so you think? Okay, so you would, because tell me those look exactly like what Cyber One show, yeah. The bracers.
If
and the
not
boots?
exactly, then really freaking close.
Yeah. So you think the embossed gorget and pauldron would go better? With
Yeah.
those greaves? But not the cuirass, not the breastplate.
We got a Jimmy Banthral in the chat. Hey, hi. He's saying his niece crocheted a blanket for his birthday in December. That's nice. Carol Kirkpatrick says, hey, Heather. How are you and Brownie doing? We are doing great. We're crocheting and cosplaying up in here.
Yep. Talking about armor.
Carol, I need you to settle a debate with us right now. What color is this tail? What color is this tail, Carol? Tell me right now. What color is it? Yeah, actually. Is it? No, my hair is a different shade. So fluffy.
You know, something that just occurred to me. It's also possible that the colors of your room are different by the camera.
You know, actually, that's true, because this is a hot pink, and in the camera, it kind of looks red.
Oh, yeah.
Angela Speed and Jimmy are both saying shades of gray.
See, I can accept that. There's definitely grayish up here at the top, but for the most part, I would say this is black. Black and gray. No, Carol, it's not brown. Well, I heard from some lady who does taxidermy on Twitter that black isn't found in nature, it's all dark brown. So I guess that would make sense considering this is supposed to be a foxtail.
Any
Blonde?
color is black if it absorbs enough light.
They were telling that in relation to like how they were coloring in a deer's nose on a thing we're doing, which was interesting. Taxidermy is an interesting form of art.
Yeah, so even the women think it's brown. You are wrong.
No, I'm not. She said dark brown too. That's pretty close to black. What color are crows if not black? You know, Angel Speed brings up a good point. What color are crows if not black or coal? That's a good point. I wish I had commented that. Be like, but coal is found in nature and it's pretty black. But I guess she could be like, I mean in relation to living things. But then again, crows. Crows, though. How about them crows?
Crows might be a very deep purple.
Where do you... flowers. I was about to say, where do you see purple in nature? I'm like, flowers. Immediately I thought flowers.
A lot of things that are purple. I mean, you're not as likely to find lots of birds are purple. Lots of fish are purple.
Oh, honey, on that 5K I was talking about, there should be like peacocks on the trail.
That's cool.
It'll be like that zoo I took you back to in Arizona. We went to this zoo in Arizona a long time ago, and they were just peacocks walking around, not in cages or anything. They were just hanging out, like just feet away from you, just chilling on tables and shit. They're like, yeah, we can't keep them in cages, but they don't really leave, so we just let them chill out here. It's great.
Zoo near me did that too.
Good night, Carol.
So, Spencer, I go with your suggestion of having the Gothic purist, the embossed cauldron. Then it's like 1050, $1,050 for the set.
Okay. Yeesh.
Yeah.
That how it be, though. Yeah, I think this is definitely better.
It might be funding time.
Hey, what?
I said it might be GoFundMe time again. Then I remembered, wait, no, GoFundMe sucks now.
How does it suck?
Back when there was the Canada trucker protest, they canceled people's pledges, and instead of refunding it, they just rerouted the donations to what they considered better causes.
Oh, dude, you can't do that with people's money. I don't care what they're contributing to. It's like you either let them contribute to what they want to contribute to, or you give it back and be like, no, we can't abide by that, but you can have your money back. You don't just take it like, oh, you want to give it to these people? Well, we're gonna do the thinking for you and do this for you. I understand if you feel like you can't host.
Needed to completely overthrow their government right there, and they didn't. Well, now the rest of the world's gonna pay for it.
Well, no, we're talking about just a website, honey. It's a private website. By all means, you don't have to host charities or whatever that you don't want to host, but you don't get to take people's money. That's stealing, and that's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they were pressured into doing that by the Canadian government, and then being, GoFundMe allowed themselves to be pressured. Like, I don't understand why people think that their governments can just come and do whatever they want. They can't. If the government came and told me to do something with my business like that, and I took the stance that you should have, oh, I'm a private business, I would tell them to kick rock and have fun trying to find me.
Hold on. Let me screw something up. Oh, no. I did it right. Yeah, I'm doing the stitches the way I think they initially wanted me to do it, and there's way less gaps. Just a teeny bit right here, but it's and I'm also doing it very tight. So I think it's good. Let's do some arm wrist stretches and fingy stretches, guys. We got to keep ourselves in shape. I'm only going to be 27 in July. I need to get out at least 80 more years out of these wrists. We're getting to 127 people. To be the oldest woman on earth. What, honey?
It sounds good to me.
Sup, Will?
I was joking with my assistant manager the other day about how whenever whenever we get cybernetic enhancements, each limb would have a different proprietary charger.
That would suck.
Yes, it would. And then I joked back, but hey, don't worry. There'll be one Omni charger that charges all of them at once. You stick it straight up your ass.
Titus. Yes.
Are you winning, Heather?
Yeah. So I'm a little consumed by it, but I'm really excited because I think these parts are coming out pretty good. I'm very excited to do this pattern. Did I double that? Yes, I did.
Well, I guess I'm glad you're having fun.
Deal with it, bitch!
I have no choice, Heather. You're off doing your own thing, and it's
Strong, independent woman. Doing boss bitch shit over here. Best. Oh yeah, that is coming together real nice, this one. Loving this. Alright, let's see. 2. Yes, yes, perfect. Still gotta make it tight. Tight as hell, tight as my butt cheeks. Tight as these cheeks I'm about to make. We're not even on the butt cheek part yet. But I do hope we get to start that. Now, we actually might finish this stream on me finishing the 2 legs. Might crochet the cheeks. Might crochet the cheeks off stream. Because I just want to see how it all looks put together. Because let me see. I'll highlight where I'm at on the thing. There's the legs. There's the actual booty part. That'll take a little bit. And then that's it. They also have a pattern to make a thong. But I don't want to make a thong. I bought this felt so I could make Twilight's tail. And I got out this so I could crochet her cutie mark into one of the butt cheeks.
alrighty then.
Right? Ooh.
Maybe I should just have somebody I know with a 3D printer make me gauntlets.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that I can actually keep the gauntlet look, which I much prefer to break to. Angel of Speed wants to know if you've got the Kirby game yet.
I do not have the new one. I want to finish my Kirby Star Allies game first. I didn't finish it yet. And then hopefully for my birthday, Brownie gets me Kirby I forget what the title is, The Forbidden World or something?
Forgotten Land.
The Forgotten Land? You said you would do it.
I said I would do other things.
Okay.
My friend's girlfriend and I need it.
Don't tell me anything. I must not be spoiled on the invaluable plot of Kirby games.
Tell her we're talking
So
about
much
the
death.
game.
Elf.
It's a really bad game.
Not do that.
Hell, if I don't, if no one gets it for me, I'll get it for myself. I'm a strong, independent woman. I'll pay for it with the pony butts I'm gonna make. That's right, guys. You can fuel all my addictions by buying butts.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna take all the money and buy more soap.
It's gonna end well.
Nothing can stop me. I'm unstoppable.
At the very least, if no one gets you the Kirby game, I'm gonna get it for myself so we can play it together for my channel.
Woo! So either way, I get the experience.
The only question is who gets Kirby and who gets Bandanity.
Kirby is a baby, but if it's on your channel, you're first player, so you get to be here. If they had Meta Knight, I would also be Meta Knight.
You can fight Meta Knight. I don't know if it's at any part of the story, because my friend's girlfriend did play a fair bit of the game without me. At the table.
Why is there a cat on the table?
Knife, what are you doing over there?
There's a-
Knife, get off freaking Emerald's table.
Emerald, I'm gonna show you one more link in Casting Crochet. Wanted to help me make a decision. So here's the studded Gorgon set that we were talking about a second ago. Scroll through those
I have not
pictures
seen
there.
it yet.
Yeah, scroll through that. The ones with like the spikes on the top, those are called hot pieces. And then the next picture over is the articulated folders, which are closer to what I use now. But should I get one with the hot piece?
Bikes seem very on brand for some.
I think that would look good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get it without the collar. I don't like things around my neck if I can avoid it.
Yeah, I did it.
That's
Yeah, if we're lucky, I'll be finishing up the legs by the end of this stream. If I hadn't spent so much time like starting and then starting over a few times at the beginning of the stream, we probably would have gotten further, but I wanted perfection. And the pattern and the instructions did say, hey, you can play around with the sizes and see what fits you best so you can get as little gaps as possible. And I'm like, I will take you up on that. Guys, stretch your fingers. Bronny, stretch your fingers.
Okay.
Are you pulling on them like I told you to?
Nope, just doing the regular pops that I do.
I should have the strongest wrists. I'm always doing such dexterous stuff with my fingies.
Do you do the wrist strengthening things I gave you at work?
No, not very often. I'm usually wearing out my wrists just going like and click, click, click all day. I luckily have a mouse pad at work that has like a wrist support on it, but still I'll stop sometimes and try to do things with my left hand because my right wrist will start to flare up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do it very often. I think I'm working them out pretty hard as is. I mean, I suppose, well, no, that it does work out parts of your wrist, but I'm like, I suppose that's more like this area, but there's parts and pieces in here too that are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's all connected. Today I learned I cannot have a heavy meal and have a sugary beverage before running for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that looked rough.
It did get kind of rough. It was really like I was able to keep it up, but I was getting a pain in my side and my tummy hurt a little bit and I was burping here and there. It definitely was more difficult. It was in the last 5 minutes where I was really like, ah, shit. But I didn't slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't slow down.
Powered through it. Very proud of you, Heather. You
Yay.
did real good.
Oh, you know what? After the stream, I'll prepare our overnight oats. Because I won't wake up for a bit. Because I've been wanting to do those. Like if you look on Instagram anywhere, guys, you'll see overnight oats. It's just like you make kind of like oatmeal, but like use almond and all that other crap. And it's, I didn't think I'd like cold oatmeal, but cold oatmeal's pretty good. My mom would make it for me when I was living in California still. Like it'd be a quick breakfast she could make the night before. We'd go to work, put it in the fridge, and then like a 15-minute break time in the morning, just eat that. And it was good. She made it good. And she still does that. And I've been seeing it on Instagram, and I told Brian, like, Brian, I know it's too high calorie during the week, but it'd be a nice breakfast for the weekend. Especially if I'm going to be running more. Because I don't know if I mentioned this on stream. I'm trying to run more. And I'm trying to do stuff on weekends too. So that'd probably be good fuel.
Could be.
I would think so. I was looking at stuff that's good to eat before a long run. And on there, it was like, oats. They just don't think anything like... I gotta bring up the article I was reading and I'll run that past you. But it's just like... Basically not the Mexican platter that I ate. It's definitely light, but don't eat, I remember, don't eat caffeine, don't eat too much fiber, because you don't want to have to poop while you're running.
Mm-hmm.
But I think definitely on the, eat that list was oats. I was able to find that Biscoff cookie butter. It was in the peanut butter aisle, but I swear to God, I walked down the peanut butter aisle and I looked up and down and I couldn't find it. I had to ask someone. They were like, yeah, it's in there. And I'm like, I looked and I'm like, oh, there it is. Apparently you gotta melt it.
I just sent an email to those to the company that makes those armors I've been talking about all night. I just asked them if they got more pictures that I could see. Because these guys are out in England. If I get this armor, and then months later when it finally gets through customs and shows up here and it's the wrong finish or something like that, I don't have a problem.
Oh shit, I might have got a stitch short on the last leg. I think I did 4 and forgot to do one more. But it's okay. I'll fix that. That is fixable. I just have to undo that knot. I can kind of continue with that line of it and then switch to a different string to do the finishing payoff. I know how to fix things. Don't know how I messed up. I keep a tally of what rounds I'm on, and it clearly just says 4. So I don't know why I thought I did 5.
No idea.
Honestly, I can't believe I'm there already. Doesn't even look like I'm making half that size. Oh no, I'm just not looking at it right.
I'm out here in a gauntlet and I see a crocheted infinity gauntlet on Etsy.
That I realized that gave me an idea, and I'm certain I was discussing this with somebody, not Bronny, that I should also make a purple ass and make a golden thong on it with just like a whole bunch of gems glued in that are the color of the Infinity Gauntlets and call it the Infinity Thong.
It's a horrible idea.
I would sell it to Louis. Louis the one that was always spamming those Thanos pictures with his ass out. He would buy it.
Yep.
I just hadn't even noticed.
What?
The Infinity Stone,
The
where
Infinity.
you have like Infinity Stones, where each stone with 5 that were each on his knuckles, and then the big one in the middle is a butt plug.
That's the worst.
I have another idea. The last 10 minutes of the stream.
And any last
Whatever-
minute comments, questions, concerns, or trauma that we just caused, please state them now in the chat or forever hold your silence until the next stream. Next week is going to be part 7 of our Undertale playthrough. And hopefully I'll have time during the week to complete this pattern and we can all see I'm going to list this on Etsy to sell. And I think I will call it Purple Book Horse Brony Booty. Can't copyright claim that shit.
Well, you can, but wouldn't be good.
It's not Twilight, it's Twilight inspired. Eat me!
Are you gonna put her cutie marks on her butt cheeks?
I was just gonna put a little one on like the side of her butt cheek, so it'd be like kind of like, you ever see someone has a butt and they have like a tiny tattoo in the corner of one of their cheeks? You'll see it. Yeah, it's just gonna be like a little thing, not a big thing. Honestly, what would be
I
cool?
think I remember seeing it.
Oh, you go ahead.
Go ahead. I remember seeing a comic once where I think it was before the CMC got their cutie marks, but Apple Bloom runs up to Sweetie. Yeah, Apple Bloom runs up to Sweetie Belle and says, "Sweetie, look, I got my cutie mark." Huh? I don't see it. What? It's on this one though. And then Sweetie puts on a doctor's outfit. Apple Bloom, I'm afraid you have Hasbro disease.
Mm,
I was gonna say, they make a lot of different colored buttons, and I would like to like either find apple-shaped buttons or just like get a red button and like sew 2 little green leaves on top of it. If I did Applejack's butt, it'd be done. It's gonna be freaking like, you know what? I would probably charge extra for Rainbow Dash's butt because like the tail is gonna be something else. Her cutie mark is like something else. Everything about her is way too much. Like, I think I'd have an easier time with Pinkie Pies, because I could just pick a few different colored buttons for the balloons and then make little strings. Aaron Davis, I just remembered, Emerald Spencer, check pins in hashtag general. Just wanted to... Angel Speed said it's 20%. Oh, I like Angel Speed's joke. It's 20% too much! You know what? Just for that 20% price hike for Rainbow Dash, whatever I initially charged for this kind of fucking thing for Rainbow Dash is 20% more. 'Cause Rainbow Dash, I hate making her. Her hair's the worst. Her
And then
wings
you
are the
ship it
worst.
with a dry ice that it arrives 20% cooler.
You order this from me, I go in the box with it, and you're paying for that shipping. And when you get it, I punch you in the face because you made me make that.
sounds more unfair.
It's completely fair. I'd literally rather do any other pony than her. I believe that's 5. Don't ask me how, but it looks like they're the same size. Not looking at this like even legging, even footing. No, looks fine. In fact, I think the one I made before looks solid. Okay, I'll flatten that one right there. You are done. Yeah, if anything, the one I made previously.
Suck.
Last 5 minutes in the stream, and last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please save them now. Roll down, still last stream. So yeah, I mean, one seems a little thicker than the other, but they roughly look the same height, so don't ask me how that worked if I missed a row on the other one. I don't know. Maybe because it's wider. It works! Not disappointed. In fact, this one looks like it's shorter. Or no, it's because I'm looking at them. It looks the same. Cool! Don't have to do extra work. Alright, so it says, And the second leg with a chain 1. Okay. Chain 1. Do not tack the second leg. Joining the 2 together in the middle of a slip stitch. Side note, that chain 1 stitch will count as 1 stitch when we're working the first round of the booty. Okay. So I'm going to join. I'm going to put it through this thing. I'll join it like that. Oh gosh, I'm not even sure what I'm gripping. Ha! Slip stitch. Did it. Alright, and then the booty part starts from here. Interesting.
You can open.
Yeah. So they're attached now. How is this gonna work? Chain on 1 stitch. How much is this? So I'm guessing we're gonna turn like this. I guess I would go down like that. Crocheting is a science. Crocheting is a science. Don't let anyone tell you differently. So I guess I'd go down like that. Alright, so the next part, single crochet increase 7 times. Up by 7. Single crochet 29 times. Increase single crochet 7 times. Single crochet. I guess we're kind of doing it. I need to look at a reference picture. Because I think I get it. Alright, nothing we can do but try in the last 2 minutes of the stream. Let me try. Use single crochet. Then you would go into this one and increase it. And that's 1. Last minute of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, concerns, please say them now or hold silence till next stream. I guess I will put that down for now. There's a lot for me to mull over. I'm enjoying this. Really excited for how this is going to turn out, and I hope everyone else is as excited as I am. And at least, if you see a picture of it, give it a little like. I'd appreciate it a lot. Well, let's wrap things up. Ooh, I should have been stretching my back. I'm in a weird position. Yikes. Did everyone have a nice stream tonight? Huh?
Relaxing.
It was a nice stream. I think I was just so excited for this pattern. I was looking forward to it all week.
I'm just stirred by your enthusiasm, but
It's something new and interesting, and I think a lot of people would find it funny. Alright, guys, it's 12 o'clock. End of the stream. We're going to say goodnight in alphabetical order. Ronnie, you first.
good night, everyone.
Emerald, you next.
Have a good night, everyone.
And good night, everyone. I want to take this moment to thank a few of my wonderful patrons. We got Easy Mode Gamer, Carol Kirkpatrick, Aaron Davis, DJ Skywalker, Emerald Spencer, who is in the chat tonight, and Phil Mabroni. If you'd like to be like one of them, you can go to the link in the description and join my Patreon today. For as little as $10 per post, you can get into our Discord server where we seem to be conversing. So you don't feel as looped out of the conversation, join us today. There are lower tiers, with different benefits to each, and you can go ahead and check those out. If you feel like I'm not worth a donation or don't want to give me a donation each and every post, you can go ahead and go to the link in the description to get to my tip jar for the stream. You can go ahead and tip me however much you think I'm worth. No negative numbers, please. If you'd like more updates on the stream or just to see what I'm doing, Twitter is a good place to follow me. I also have a DeviantArt, which you can find on my YouTube channel, but my Twitter is linked in the description because that is where I'll be posting a lot of the stuff if I have updates to the stream, or I post polls there, because I actually posted a poll about the pattern I'm doing today to see if people would even be interested before I bought the pattern, and people were very interested. If you would have liked your voice to be heard, following me on Twitter is great. You can do my polls, and you can see just stuff that I post. You can see my recent commission that I finished, just a whole bunch of great stuff. So that's a way to just hang out and say hello for free. I had a really good stream.
But
No. We're doing butts now. We're locked
What if
in.
they commission the butt?
They commission the butts. That's money. Bronny can't say no to money.
a lot of things.
But no to money isn't one of them. Yeah, Angel Speed is right. Good morning, everyone. I want to say thank you for joining in. I was very excited for this pattern today. Like I've said, it's just really new, and I don't know, it just seems like a lot of fun. I think it's really cool. I know my enthusiasm seems weird to be happy to crochet a butt. But I'm crocheting butts. I'm into it. It's exciting. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. And before I go, I just want to say this tale is black and everyone else is wrong. All right, see you in the next one.